Have you ever stopped to think how far a remote-controlled car can really go? Because today, we're diving into two extremes that feel unreal. On one side, machines so big they look like real cars. And sometimes, they actually are. On the other, miniatures so tiny they fit on the tip of your finger, but still manage to accelerate, turn, and surprise you. One of the best-known examples is a Corvette C6, where the steering wheel, pedals, and shifter were replaced with electronic controls that respond to a transmitter. The chilling detail? We're talking about over a ton moving around with nobody in the driver's seat. That's why builds like this need safety systems called fail-safes, which apply the brakes if the signal is lost. The result is both impressive and dangerous. A real car, moving like a toy. And it's right on that line between hobby and engineering that the wildest ideas come to life. In sixth place comes the Mammoth Rowan, a 1/3 scale Colossus. It's almost 2 meters long, weighs 170 kg, and uses a 270cc engine. This isn't a toy anymore. It's basically a compact car, shrunk down. What leaves RC fans speechless are the details. Hydraulic brakes, telemetry, and even traction control. Everything you'd expect in a real race car, packed into a giant miniature. But driving the Rowan isn't easy. The price is extremely high. Maintenance takes work, and of course, you need a huge space to unleash it. No wonder a lot of people treat it more like a display piece than a weekend toy. In fifth place, the Losi DBXL line steps in, a true tank in the RC world. These models easily pass 90 centimeters in length and were built to handle any terrain, dirt tracks, grass, or open fields. Heavy and demanding to maintain, they stand out because of the impact they make at enthusiast meetups. While smaller models fight for attention, a DBXL dominating the track becomes the show all by itself. It's loud, tough, and intimidating, but still accessible for anyone wanting their first step into giant-scale RC. Many people say it's the perfect gateway to feel this category's power without having to sell a kidney. Now we reach fourth place with the legendary HPI Baja 5B and 5T, true icons in 1/5 scale. They're just over 80 centimeters long and weigh nearly 10 kg, ready to devour off-road terrain, mud, sand, or dust. The Baja was designed to take a beating and keep ripping. The charm is in the buggy and truck looks, mixing durability with an aggressive style. Anyone who's seen a Baja flying off jumps or carving through trails knows how it turns any track into a spectacle. And if you only know small RCs, watching one of these monsters in action feels like switching sports entirely. It's a different game. In third place, the Losi 5T 2.0 shines, almost a full meter of pure presence. It's 96.5 centimeters long and was built to balance power and control. Unlike many big models that feel clumsy, the 5T stays agile, solid in corners, and stable on jumps. That balance makes it one of the most respected in the category. At events, people stop to watch because it combines intimidating size with high-level performance. It's the kind of RC that impresses not just visually, but with how smoothly it dances on the track. A giant that behaves like an athlete. In second place is the Primal RC Raminator monster truck V4, a beast that looks like it came straight out of real monster truck show arenas. At 1/5 scale, it weighs 36 kg and measures over a meter long, 81 centimeters wide and 61 centimeters tall. It's impossible to put this thing on a track without it becoming the center of attention. But what really hits hard is the strength. The Raminator doesn't just drive. It takes jumps, crushes rough terrain, and can even pull light objects. something way beyond what most people imagine when they hear RC. And unlike models that require complicated assembly, it arrives ready to rip, so the fun starts the same day you buy it. At the top of the podium is the Primal RC Game Over. It's a special edition inspired by the real Game Over monster truck, made in a limited run in partnership with British YouTuber Kevin Talbot, a well-known figure in the RC car world. The Kevin Talbot edition got exclusive paint, custom decals, and true collector item status. It's estimated that only 100 units were made, each with a numbered, autographed plaque. Beyond the unique look, the Game Over shares the same technical foundation used in Primal RC's monster trucks, benefiting from the latest advances introduced in the V4 version. Even if it isn't remembered as the fastest or the strongest in the category, it became iconic for its symbolism and exclusivity. Many enthusiasts see it as a true trophy in the hobby, with a bold visual identity and strong emotional appeal among collectors. After facing these giants, it's time to flip the switch. If up to now the scale only got bigger, now we're shrinking everything to the absolute limit. Let's go to the other extreme and discover the 7 smallest RC cars on the planet, where technology shows just how far it can go when the challenge is miniaturization. Kicking off the tiny list are the Zaps, released by Radio Shack in the early 2000s. At roughly 1/64 scale, they were about the size of a Hot Wheels car, but with something that made them special. They could be customized. You could swap wheels, gears, and even bodies, turning them into little tabletop workshops. Over time, they became collector items. Even today, entire communities exist to restore and modernize Zaps, adding newer components to bring these pocket classics back to life. For many people, they're a living memory of an era when technology started fitting in the palm of your hand. In 6th place is the Carson Nano Racer, a tiny 1/60 scale car made to run just about anywhere. It delivers up to 20 minutes of runtime per charge and uses a 2.4 GHz radio system, meaning multiple cars can race together without getting jammed or interfering. The surprise hits when you drive it. From the outside, it looks like a simple pocket toy, but in practice, it's real RC tech compressed into a tiny chassis. Small in size, big in experience. In 5th place comes the HPI Nano TTR Mustang RTRX in 1/64 scale. It's 70mm long, weighs only 22 grams, and has a jaw-dropping detail. LED headlights and taillights you can turn on from the transmitter. And it doesn't stop there. The battery delivers up to 45 minutes of use, an impressive number for something this small. That makes the Nano TTR more than a collector piece. It's a micro car that's genuinely fun to drive. In 4th place, we have the WL Toys, officially in 1/28 scale, measuring 165mm in length. Even with its compact size, it can hit speeds close to 30 km/h. And the best part is it keeps what you expect from a serious RC: independent suspension, a reinforced chassis, and room for upgrades. A lot of owners turn it into a drift machine and prove that being small doesn't mean losing fun or performance. In 3rd place are the tiny trucks from Tomy Tech, Japanese miniatures that came to life in the hands of enthusiasts. There are cases of 150 scale trucks adapted with a motor, battery, and even miniature lights working like real RCs. The most impressive part is the level of detail. Fitting electronics into scales that small takes near watchmaker level precision. That's exactly where the value is. Turning display pieces into drivable vehicles, powered by all the ingenuity the hobby can offer. In second place are the DIY projects found in electronics forums and online communities. Using microcontrollers like the Arduino Nano or ESP32, 3D printers, and motors salvaged from toys, enthusiasts build cars that literally fit in the palm of your hand. And the craziest part is that many go beyond basic movement. Some add stability systems, others install cameras for first-person driving. They aren't sold in stores, but they show how far creativity, mixed with technical skill, can shrink an RC project at home. At the top is the official Guinness record holder. In 2014, Michihiro Hino from Tokyo introduced a remote control car only 25 millimeters long, inspired by a miniature smart car. Everything worked: motor, receiver, and battery at microscopic scale. The detail is that this prototype is one of a kind. There are no official photos or videos available, only Guinness's reliable records. So here, you'll see illustrative images of similar micro RCs, just to give a visual sense, since the original remains almost secret. Now tell me, what's more impressive? The monsters that weigh dozens of kilograms and stretch over a meter? Or the miniatures so tiny they disappear on the tip of your finger? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That helps YouTube a lot to recommend more content like this to you. That's it for today, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.